It is a gorgeous but very cold Sunday morning here at the Eagle. Taking a look at the lake. Look out there, it's just absolutely fantastic. Got lots of fog rising on the water. The trees across the way being painted every single day. Still a lot of green over there. Those are mostly hardwoods on that mountain over there. A lot of that's in the shade. A little bit of sun right there in the middle. Sun is just now popping up. My voice is back just a little bit, not 100% obviously, but Friday I couldn't talk at all. Yesterday I could talk just a little bit, but as we look out there, we see that that's a great way to start a day off with a view like that. We see no deer in the yard. We'll probably see some before we leave to go to church. Probably should not be going to church the way I feel, but I am going anyway. I don't think I'll be doing much singing today. Try to be real quiet. Not do much talking either. Get to where I can talk and get this week going here. It's going to be in the 40s all week, 30s and 40s, the 20s at night. I think Indian summer, I've said it before, and it's not true, it's finally over in southern Oklahoma. Windy and cold this morning as we head to church. Not much out there. Little girl out there. Somebody asked me where the mature does were. There's one right there, wild doe. I think there's another one I saw come walking in back toward the back there. Comes another buck. They hear me talking out here. It's kind of windy. There's another wild doe right there, as a matter of fact. Oh, maybe that doe's, I can't tell if she's got a tag or not. But the feeder's gone off a time or two. They're actually waiting on a little extra. We had pizza last night. And, we kind of leave the crust on the pizza for the deer. That last little bit, you know, and so we got that out here. I brought out here late last night. It was all gone this morning. No rain, so we didn't have to worry about it getting soggy and wet. Yeah, pretty little 10-point right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a 13-point deer. That little deer is right there, a 13-point deer. You take a look at that. That's his very first horns. He is going to be something magnificent. Whitey is his daddy. I'm just positive of that. But he's got 13 points there. His rack's small. It's not big. That's one that people would shoot probably and think, well, I got a 13-point. Wow, I got a 13-point. But that's only an 18-month-old deer. Beautiful deer, just absolutely beautiful. And he's going to be a nice one. Next year he might be pretty good. As we look out in the woods, Jimmy's just started talking again today. I've lost my voice. There comes another big boy coming in. Actually, 2 big boys coming in. I saw 06 out here a little bit earlier. That's 2 big bucks coming in right there. That may be 06 back behind. Oh no, that's not 06. That's something really nice. Really nice. Those are both young deer. That's probably both of those deer's second horns. You can see they are big, beautiful deer. I don't know if they have tags or not. They may be wild deer. The deer that we raise, they get so calm and tame. The other deer, after a while, will kind of tame down with them. Now, I'll never be able to walk up to that big boy or that big boy right there. Those are beautiful bucks right there. How about that picture, guys and girls? A great Sunday morning. Good God Almighty, a great Sunday morning. Look how close he's got. I believe that's 12-point, guys and girls. I believe that's 12-point. He's not 12-point. He had a shorter body, but he's big and fat. Look at his big neck. He's full in rut. I believe that's 12-point. You remember 12-point we had here last year? A wild deer, beautiful 12-point. Dropped both his antlers side by side. And I've got them inside. We'll be able to hopefully find those antlers in the shed hunting this spring. We'll be doing some of that. But he's definitely in full rut. Look at that neck. He's right up here on top of me. I mean, he's 6 or 7 yards away from me right now. I've got a tree and a feeder in between me and him. I don't think he would be vicious toward me, but you still got to be careful even with one that's totally wild like he is, because he feels pretty brave up here. He's just prancing around here, running everybody else away from the food is what he's doing. He's showing that he's a big one. He's a really big deer, big-bodied deer. Beautiful. This is what we've brought the deer in from Iowa to do, is produce big giant bucks like this. And that's a young one, but oh, he's going to be a giant. Isn't that beautiful? We have just got home from church, came through the middle gate. We have a gate on the county road, and we got another gate about 1.5 miles in. We've come through the second gate into what we call the elk field, and that's the elk field way out there behind. But I see a doe out there to the left. Can y'all see her? And I see a buck laying down. Now we are over 1 mile from the house, and I believe, just looking at him from here, I don't have any binoculars in the truck with me, which is amazing. That's not him. Zooming in on a stump, Jimmy. Way to go. I believe that is TC. Now I'm not 100% positive. The doe is right there to the left. You see, I got both TC and the doe in. I think that's a doe. And TC is simply waiting on that doe to get a little closer to being friendly, I believe. I know we got some wind blowing out here, but I think that's TC. I've only seen him at the house once in the last few days. TC, we may call him TB or LB, lover boy, and the wind blows. Okay, I stepped outside this morning to see what kind of day we're looking at, and we're looking at a totally different day than we looked at yesterday. Yesterday was cold. We have a wind out of the south, but it should start raining anytime now. It's cloudy. Winds out of the south. It got up to 42. It's back into the 30s now. The rain is going to start here in a little bit, probably light rain. I don't expect too awfully much rain, so I think the rain will probably be light rain, and then it will change into sleet, and then to snow sometime throughout the day. I'll try to pay attention as I'm working at my desk, and get that to let y'all kind of enjoy that with us. I know where a lot of y'all live, snow is not any big deal. As I turn around and look right there, there is Prince Charming. Prince Charming looks really, really great this morning. I'm talking about really, really great. There's all the babies. We've looked at them already. They're laying up there, that building, getting out of the wind a little bit. Now, they can get over here and get in this building. This gate is open, and so they've been going up there and getting in that building some, but they still sleep outside. And the babies, of course, were born in that building or right outside that building. So it's the white babies, and so they're used to it. Little Whitey and Wild Child, they spent quite a bit of time in there, so they're used to it also. But it's just really, really great to see Prince Charming down there. In fact, I may walk around and get a little bit closer look at him. There was a lot of deer and turkey around this morning when I looked out right after daylight, and I didn't get my microphone system and set it up and walk out here. I should have, I just didn't. We've seen all the deer. 30 turkeys probably. It was a lot of turkeys. The gobblers are still strutting like it's springtime. They show off no matter whether the girls care or not. Kind of like us guys do, right? Excuse me. My throat is still terrible sore. I think it's strep throat. And I am taking antibiotics. I haven't taken my antibiotic this morning, but I will pretty soon. I am going to go get some, if I can do it before the rain starts, go get some carrots and apples and stuff. He's walking a little stiff-legged, but he actually looks pretty good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's walking a little stiff-legged, but he looks pretty good this morning. Yeah. Hi there, baby. Hi there, baby. How are you doing? How's Molly? How you doing, Molly? You want me to get you something to eat? Well, that's a great thing right there to see Prince Charming up there getting him a little breakfast this morning, walking around. Might be walking a little stiff-legged, but he sure looks a lot better than he did. We really, really came close to losing him. Hopefully we've got him over the hump now. We'll see. We'll see. I'm worried every morning. Come out and check and thank the Lord when he's alive. Oh, mercy. Looky here. I said that the turkeys were out here this morning. at daylight, and they all left. A feeder went off, and looky here. Can I call turkeys or can I call turkeys? Even with strep throat and a throat that's all stopped up, all you gotta do is just let the feeder go off. A couple little bucks showed up and a big group of turkeys. Look at those big long beards there. Is that everybody? Usually a straggler or two. That's everybody right there. The turkey crew out there this morning. Uh-oh, have a little fight. 'Tis the time of the year for sparring. Well, not sparring over girls, sparring over a little bit of food. I threw some pizza crust out there. Chris and I had pizza last night. Some of the crust we had left over. Good bunch of wild turkeys. There they go. Oh, little boys are fighting over the food a little bit. Says, I'm bigger than you are, and I got more antlers also. Even though I don't have much, I got a good start. It's my first ones. It is kind of amazing to watch and see how much ground the turkeys are covering this morning in front of all of this weather. They are covering a tremendous amount of ground, and they have been all around the house a couple, 2 or 3 times. It just seemed like they know that it's going to get bad. They need to eat as much as they possibly can. Of course, turkeys do an awful lot of feeding anyway. Turkeys eat bugs and grasshoppers and crickets and spiders and worms and whatever they can catch, in addition to acorns and nuts and pecans. They feed around under the pecan trees. They sure do that. Uh-oh, a couple of bucks come running by. The animals are pretty active this morning. They're moving all around. They know, just like we know because of the weather forecast. They know because God builds it in them that there is a storm coming. Now, we get forecast snow here a lot, that it never happens. So we'll see what happens this morning. But the animals are definitely on the move, trying to feed up as much as they possibly can. And that's really a big bunch of turkeys, both gobblers and hens out there in that bunch. The rain has started as the storm gets closer and closer. And they are talking about possibly 1 to 3 inches of snow here in southern Oklahoma, which is a big deal. I'm telling you, it's just a big deal. And it'd be so beautiful if that happens. I'm really looking forward to that. We'd call this a light rain for sure. Definitely not raining much, but if it would rain like this for several hours, we could get quite a little bit out of it. Maybe a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch. I don't really know. Almost thought I heard a little thunder there, but I don't think it was. That's an airplane. We don't hear many airplanes. We hear more, actually hear more trains down here when it's quiet. You can hear the train track over on the other side of the river. Actually, both sides of the river. Crosses over the river. Not too far from our property. The river, the Ouachita River, is not on our land. It's very, very close. But the rains have showed up. Things are wet. And we'll see what happens as the day goes on. See how the animals react to this winter storm. As we look outside, we see that it is still raining lightly. Light rain as we step out. It looks like the south wind has just about died down. And that means that the wind's going to switch out of the north. It is still in the 30s, but not yet down to 32. This is supposed to all be over about 6 o'clock. And so that's only 5 or 6 hours from right now. So I'm kind of believing, look at the mountain over there. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that mountain pretty? Even with this bad and cold, that mountain is pretty, isn't it? It sure is. Haven't seen any animals here in a couple hours around the house. Trying to catch up on a lot of book work that I'm behind. The rain hasn't been very much. We'll walk out here and take a look. By golly, it has been pretty good, almost a ½ inch. It's not bad. Get out of the rain here. Almost a ½ inch. All right, there's some ducks taking off down there. Yeah, there we go. Some animals around. Jimmy, that's a duck, not an animal. A duck is a bird, you're right. A fowl, a waterfowl. Anyway, so far, nothing too exciting on the storm, although a ½ inch rain, almost. It's pretty doggone exciting to me. I'm gonna have to lay down a few minutes, guys and girls. If our snow is going to happen, it's gonna have to get quite a bit colder. As we look out again, we see more ducks on the pond flying away. We look out, we see that it really doesn't look quite as nasty as it did a little bit earlier. Wind's blowing out of the north, so here on the south side of the house, it's pretty nice. I think the trees on the other side of the lake have changed color a little bit more. Some of them have just turned kind of a yucky brown though, hadn't they? But we'll check that rain gauge here. You see the rain still falling. And it's done just about this, just a light rain. This is one of those light rains that if it had been 30 degrees, instead of 37 like it is right now, there'd probably be a winter wonderland right here. But we don't have it, but we have had, well, looky there, boys and girls. Looky there. 9/10 of an inch of rain. 9/10. Of an inch of rain. The other gauge says 9/10 also. Nine-tenths of an inch. Oh, a little deer down there was in the bushes. That little guy. I think it's a little lucky 13, isn't it? He's not minding the cold at all. Kind of enjoying it, I think. I gotta get out of this rain.